I have something to share with everyone today. There was a discovery at the coin shop, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. In the meantime, I want to share a few coins that we purchased recently, and I want to show you my setup. I have a new setup for taking pictures, and I think it takes much better pictures, and I'll show you that. We'll determine that later. But here I want to show you my new setup here. I'm in the process of buying. I've got the laptop here, which I'm filming from in a different location here, and then I have my camera set up. Now this is my Canon Rebel, and it has the macro lens on it. That's what I typically take most pictures with. If it's a proof set or a mint set, I have to use the 55mm lens that comes with the Canon Rebel. So that's my setup here for taking pictures. And then here's my lighting. This lighting is filtered through the lens there, as you can see, and then there's a distance. And I think that's one of the reasons why it gets pretty good color with everything. So anyway, that's my setup. So what we want to do, we want to show you these beautiful coins that I purchased, and also this discovery that my dad actually discovered in some Lincoln Cent rolls. So stay tuned. Before we get started, I want to mention mintstate.com again. And as everyone knows, or at least some of you know who've watched my previous videos, that we have a coin value application, a coin collection application, and a coin identifier. Now the coin identifier is the beginning of the artificial intelligence coin grading, computer grading, where you'll have to take a picture of your coin or have a coin picture. You'll enter it into the system, align it properly, and size it properly, and then it will tell you an approximate grade. Right now we will have Morgan dollars coming up, and I'll be able to do a video and show you. I'm not sure whether we're going to allow users to use that at first, but we definitely have it in the works, updating it right now. In the meantime, you can go to coin collection, and you can actually add coins to your collection and see what their value is using the coin identifier or just clicking on the coin value application. It's a really nice, sleek website, and I'm proud to be a part of. Then portsmouthcoinshop.com. I got to mention my coin shop. We've been adding items like crazy. We have 192 items right now, so come on over to the website if you want to buy some coins, and we have some really nice stuff up. So if you get a chance, come on over to portsmouthcoinshop.com. So now let's take a look at these images. I'm really proud of the new setup that I have. I've been trying to improve everything, images, and trying to improve the whole coin shop as a whole, make everything more organized, less mistakes. I know that there's been some mistakes over the few months with the orders. The actual demand, as far as how busy we've been and how many people buying things and all that, has been so great that we've had to learn to adjust to it, and it's been a really great thing. We've been really blessed. So I'm going to show you these images, and we're going to look through them. These are coins that I purchased, and then at the end of this I have a special discovery that I told you about already, and we're going to look at that. So this is obviously an 81S Mint State 64, and it has some nice toning on it. I actually like the toning on this coin. It's typically a little darker than I typically like, but it does have some nice color to it, and nice details. And as you can see, the lighting, the new setup seem to capture that essence of the coin very nicely. And here's the reverse. And to me, I think the reverse wasn't as focused, and I think a lot of that has to do with the way the slab is. Sometimes the coin's slanted a little bit in the slab, a different direction. It can affect things. Someone could have walked by. Little things like that affect and jar the actual camera and the stand and all that. So the stand's up pretty high, and the camera in that lens is pretty heavy. As I showed you earlier on in the video, you can tell that it is a heavy setup. And here's another. This is an 1879S. I want some of you to pay attention to something here up at the top. A lot of people get this mixed up. They'll see a 79, and this S for the mint mark won't be there, but there'll be this S. This S just means this is a silver $1. Okay, that's not a mint mark. So if you see that space in there, maybe we'll have one here. I don't know, but I've seen people do that, and they tell me they have a 79S, and they don't. I had someone tell me they had a 6489S, and I thought, man, that's a nice coin. It's a rare coin. And it wasn't. It was an 89 plain, and it just had this S for silver. So this is a 65 plus and a 79, and it's a really nice coin. We can zoom in on it and take a look at it and look at the cheeks. And some of this, like I said, Before, I might have mentioned it, and we were talking about it at the coin show in Milton, that sometimes these planchets had marks on them before they were ever struck by the coin. So some of those marks will be gray, and some of this could be that, but a lot of this right here is just marks after it was struck. But sometimes they'll be gray and are hard to see, and you can only see them at certain angles, and it can affect the grade of the coin. It's one of the reasons why there's no Mint State 70 Morgan dollars, because they all have some type of mark on them somewhere. Here's the reverse. And it's a really nice struck coin. 79S's are known for being well struck. That's to be expected of these. And here's an 85O Mint State 65. And as you can see the S for silver. I know some people get that confused in the past. They've had it confused before, at least sending messages to me. So I just kind of want to clarify that. So here we go. Let's take a look. It's a little bit of a weak struck over the ear. We say weak strike. It didn't completely fill the die cavity. The actual die adjustment wasn't strong enough, or at least wasn't adjusted enough, I should say. It's been strong enough. We're basically looking at over 100 and some tons of pressure to strike these coins, and they usually struck them twice. But sometimes the adjustment just wasn't correct enough, to actually fill the whole die cavity. And these coins were pretty thick, and they're large. And here's the reverse. You don't see a lot of definition on the breast feathers. And that's another thing. You see this coin, it's kind of weakly struck, but yet it's still a gem. Actually almost a 66 according to NGC. Now whether you agree with that or not, that's, beside the point. They put it on there, and, every time I see these, I wonder about these plus grades. Then here we have a 19040 Mint State 65. 040s are known for being weak struck, and this one's no different. It's just not as bad as most of them. It's still pretty nice, but still yet it's a gem that's weak struck. Then we have this one here. Now I previously took an image of this and put it on the website. This image is much better. It's a much nicer coin. They said it was cleaned. It doesn't look as clean. It's scratched and cleaned, it says here. VAM 24, which is a 1900S. A 1900S is a better coin. Now, like I said, I do have this up on the website. The image is much better here than it is previously. So maybe images like this will help sell coins a little better. You can see the details. And you can determine whether you think this coin's scratched up enough to be a problem coin. I'm seeing marks in here, but sometimes that's what die marks look like. There's a die crack, which can help you identify the VAM, which it does here. And here's an 81S Mint State 65. This is a PCI holder. If you don't know PCI, they're a company that I think they're around again, but Dave Lawrence bought them out. But they used to be located in Georgia, and I'm not sure where they're at now. This is the old green holder. They were considered conservative when they used the green holders. So you can determine whether you think this coin is a Mint State 65 or not. I thought it was. I thought it looked really nice. And then, like I said, you see these darker gray marks. They're not always scuffs after the strike, so like I said, there's a mixture of both. But to me, it's a really nice coin. It actually looks a little bit better in hand than this image. This image didn't turn out as well as I like. A lot of times you have problems with images because the white around the coin. It depends on what holder it's in, what angle it's at. Like I said, a truck could have went by outside and it shakes things. It just different things can happen while you're trying to take images. So it's always good to take multiples of the coins. I didn't take multiples of these. I was kind of in a hurry and I wanted to share this. Here's the reverse of it. I said well-struck breast feathers. Sometimes also the coin itself has a lot of graininess from the die. Where the die might be a later die stage, or the die finish is not exactly like the rest of them, not as smooth as a 79. And a lot of times that'll reflect so much light it'll kind of disperse the light too much to the camera, and it doesn't adjust it very well. That happens a lot too. Then 81S Mint State 65. It's a really nice coin too. Zoom in on that. A dealer had these. He offered to sell them to me. Probably got a pretty good deal on them. So I went ahead and bought all of them that he had. And I thought, Mint State 65s are good examples. They're not 66s, but they're not 65s really. But they are. And here's the reverse. Really nice reverse on this coin. I like the cameo contrast. Then here's an 81S Mint State 63. I ended up taking a couple images of this one because it's actually a really nice 63 coin. It has a cameo effect to it. It has a little bit of reflectivity in the fields, but not enough to make it PL. We'll take a look at here's a sideways image of it. And I didn't want to use that image because of the glare. I'm going to go ahead and rotate that for you. So you can kind of take a look at it here a little bit. But see, this is the kind of image I just wouldn't want to use. That's almost eBaying it there, or whatever you want to call it, because you're trying to, it looks like you're trying to smooth out the cheek. I don't want that kind of an image. So I reject that one. This one I would probably use because it is kind of course, I mean, it does kind of put a little bit of light on the cheek, try to make it look a little bit better, but it looks solid for a 63. I mean, I thought it looked kind of 64-ish. But like I said, it'd be up to you. I would put this image and the other image up and you can determine for yourself. Here's the reverse. It has a little bit of nice peripheral toning in there, a little bit of rainbow toning. So it's not a bad coin. Really nice. I thought a 63. It was a nice 63 plus, I thought, but didn't get the plus grade. Then here's an 85.0 Mint State 63. This is another one I thought was pretty good for the grade. You know, for what it is. It's nice. Nice little peripheral toning. I like that. A little bit of toning in there. You know, most of you know I like my coins bright white, but I do like some toning too, as long as it has some color to it, and it's eye appealing. Here's the reverse. So, you know, like I said, I do love my Morgans. I have other coins I'm going to show you. I do have other coins I'm going to show you in a future video, but then we're going to do this right now because I just wanted to take these pictures and share it with you. Show you my new setup. I was kind of proud of it. This image didn't take very well. A little darker of a coin, but it's not a bad looking coin at all. And here's the reverse. Sometimes images just don't take off. Like I said, any type of vibration, any type, can affect the actual image. This one here I really liked a lot. It looks a little bit darker at certain angles, but Mint State 64 for this one, and it has collar on it. I like that collar. Yeah, here's this. It's like almost like a starburst kind of on the cheek there. It's not really a bullseye like you see that it's worth a lot more, but it's still a nice coin, and I think it'll gain a premium. I really like it. And here's the reverse of it. And it's just, I don't like the reverse as well as I do as the obverse, but it's still, I think it's a little better of a coin because of the toning. And then here's an 84.0 Mint State 62, and that little scuff right there probably knocked it from the 63 ranks. But as far as luster is concerned, it has it all. It's really nice. And here's the reverse. And this is an old NGC holder as well. It's back in the 90s, I think. Then we have the ADS, Mint State 63, and I thought this was really solid for the grade. It's a really nice coin, all around eye appeal and cameo effect. Probably going to be a VAM here. All of them are VAMs, but I mean, sometimes VAMs are better than others. And this one here, I see this area in the O, and I haven't looked it up yet to find out what it is. But like I said, I don't usually mess with the minor VAMs. If it has a nickname and it's a Hot 100 or Top 50, you can get a kind of a premium out of them, but otherwise there's not always a premium. You have to find that special collector that's looking for that VAM. So here's some more, a reverse picture of it here. So here's a reverse image of it. Here's a Mint State 63. This is the A&A. This is before Annex here. This is the A&A grading. This one here is the A&A, official A&A grading. It's 1885 Mint State 63. I like these holders. You can get them easily mixed up with Annex holders. But this coin is really nice. I mean, you can almost say it's probably undergraded a point. So it's probably a 64. It really does have some nice eye appeal, though. Here's the reverse. I mean, look at the vibrant collars. And, you know, like I said, the lighting and the camera setup seems to bring that out a little bit more. Even though I'm a great distance from the coin because I have a macro lens. Now here's the Indian Sand, a 1902 Mint State 64 red brown. I completely agree with the grade, and I completely agree with the collar. And since it's a smaller coin, it's not as detailed as far as, it didn't take the best image, but it did represent the collar of it really nicely. And like I said, I can zoom in a little bit, or I can lower the camera and I can focus on the coin a little bit better and get a clearer image. But I think that's satisfactory enough. Here's another image of it. Captured some of the scratching on the holder. And here's a reverse. Done a better job with the reverse. Like I said, it don't take much to knock it off there as far as vibration is concerned. Here's the proof. I went ahead and took another picture of the proof. Didn't do much better. I didn't like it any more than I did the images I already have. And here's the reverse of it. Nobody wants this proof. I'm stuck with it. And here's the 95. I want to take a picture of this. It seems like copper is kind of difficult to take pictures of, trying to get the right lighting and the right color of the coin. This one here did really well. I think I have it up on the website right now. Very nice coin. 1895, pre-1900. Here's the reverse. See, it's got a little bit of a blur to it. Like I said, I went through these too fast. And here's a picture of a silver eagle. This is a burnished 2015 W, mint state 70. Like I said, it did a really good job of taking images of the silver coins as far as the brightness and the color and all that. So it's really nice. And then here it did a really good job on the 2014 Proof 70 Ultra Cameo silver eagle. I like that. Here's the reverse. Like I said, this here is on the holder. These marks here are. Here's a 1923 piece dollar. I thought it was a little bit better than a 63, but it does have other marks in other areas. But it's just a nice coin. It has a nice eye appeal. Here's the reverse of it. Looks like the coin might have been tilted a little bit inside the holder. Here's a 1923 S Mint State 63. This is a little better date and mint mark in this grade, so it's a nice coin. And I really like the eye appeal of this. Always did. I like the piece dollars too. Not as much as the Morgans, but I do like them. I think they have a very nice luster and die finish. Here's where the mint mark is on those if you don't know. And here's a 1923 Mint State 65. This is in an even older holder for NGC. And that label actually faded green. It wasn't supposed to be green, but you know, like I said, it's a really nice coin for a 65 here. It's just got nice eye appeal. Has a CAC sticker on it. And here's the reverse. Has a little bit of collar to it. And here's the reveal of the coin. Now this is me and my dad. This is my dad. We're at church. I think this was an Easter Sunday. And I want to show you what he found. And this was in some coins that we bought. I don't even know when we bought them, or I just don't know. They were some wheat cents that we had put somewhere in an old box, and he started going through them, about 20 coins in or 16 coins in. I can't remember. It was under 20. He saw this 1922, and it didn't look like it had a D mint mark. Well, it has the week 2. It is the correct die pair for the 1922 no D. And basically, he just found a $350 coin. And it's really nice. He was really proud of the fact that he had found it. Okay, well, that was Dad. He forgot his phone over here. He finds a coin and forgets his phone. But anyway, here's a strong reverse on this coin, as you can see. And it's just a really nice coin. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, I appreciate you watching my video. Don't forget to check out mintstate.com, guys. It's the future of coin collecting software. We're going to improve it. Send emails to Mike and Hutch, or especially Mike. I think there's an email thing on there. Tell them, hey, I like to see this feature, or this needs to be changed, or I had this problem. That way Mike and Hutch can actually fix it and make it exactly what you want. I mean, this can be molded. This can be made into what we want it to be and what we've actually needed for this hobby. And like I said, stay tuned, because we're definitely going to be showing you an example of how this thing grades coins. So thanks for watching my latest video, and have a great day.